Today we're going to be unboxing and reviewing the Bomaker S5 projector. Now the S5 projector falls in the budget line of projectors and is a native 720p projector with a 5000:1 contrast ratio and a brightness of 6000 lux. In this video we're going to be looking at the projector up close and exploring all the features including video and gaming playback quality. As usual, if you're interested in any of the products mentioned in the video, all the affiliate links will be found in the description down below. Before we get started, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and press that notification bell so you can be alerted every time I release a new video. Sit back and let's get started with the unboxing. In the box, you're going to find the usual suspects: user documentation and warranty cards, a AV cable for your RCA connections, an HDMI cord, and a power cable, a lens cleaning cloth, a height adjustment screw, a basic remote, and the projector. The S5 falls under Bomaker's line of portable projectors due to its compact size of 9.8 inches in width, 7.8 inches in depth, and 3.5 inches in height, and its weight of 3.2 pounds. Going around the projector, we can see that it's completely made of plastic, including the buttons. On the top, we have our manual controls, which include your directional arrows, an OK button, return, input selection, menu, and power. Also located on top, we have our 15-degree vertical keystone correction and the manual focus ring. The front has a built-in lens cover which slides to open and close. It is pretty flimsy and at times hard to slide, so you just need to make sure you're careful when opening or closing, as you could end up touching the lens. On the sides you have your air vents, as well as the power plug input. The back has a 3-watt stereo speaker, a VGA port, HDMI port, a headphone jack, AV input for your RCA connections, and 2 USB ports. All the inputs are well spaced, so there shouldn't be any issues getting multiple devices hooked up. But in all honesty, the only ports you're really going to be using on this projector are the HDMI and USB ports. The VGA and AV inputs are old technology, and I don't really see anyone utilizing these inputs. Located on the bottom, you obviously have your mounting threads if you want to ceiling mount it, as well as a spot to hook up your leveling screw. When thinking about your projector placement, keep in mind that there's no zoom option, meaning the screen size will be dependent on the distance that the projector is from the screen. For my setup, I have the projector 8 feet from the screen and I'm getting an 80-inch display. While Bomaker recommends that the best viewing experience is between 80 and 100 inches, if you do have more room in your location, you could move it further back to get up to 300 inches. When booting up your projector, the default landing page will always be the last input that you left off on. And right now the default screen that we're on is the USB input. In order to be able to access the movie, music, photo, or text, you'll need to have a USB drive connected with the respective media. Just above all your USB options, you have your input selections, which can also be accessed by pressing the input menu on the remote or the projector itself. Jumping into the settings, you'll find all your picture and sound options, as well as a sleep timer which will turn off your projector when it's idle, anywhere from 10 to 90 minutes. Heading over to the HDMI input where I have a Google TV connected, let's see how the image differs between a completely dark room and a fully lit room. As you can see, with the lights off, the image looks quite good. It's vibrant and detailed, but once you flip on the lights, it's still viewable, but it's quite washed out and the details lost. When it came to focusing the projector, I found that the focus ring and the keystone correction were a little too sensitive when adjusting. But once you find your perfect adjustment, you should be able to get an even crisp image even around the corners. Looking at the image that I have up on the screen, you should be able to make out the projected clarity by looking at the text being displayed. Next up, we have screen mirroring, and I can tell you Bomaker's put a little more effort into this feature. They even have a user manual dedicated to this topic. Screen mirroring is supported on iOS, Android, macOS, and Windows 10, and I'm going to be showing you how simple it is to connect using Android and Windows 10. On a Samsung device, swiping down from the top will give you an option of Smart View. When you select that option, you'll see that the projector is listed. Just click on it and it will connect you. When playing the video back, the audio remained in sync and the video remained clear. I only experienced on a couple of occasions when playing back 1080p video off of YouTube, about a millisecond of pixelation in the video. The band's fully adjustable to get your perfect size, and they've lined the band and the ear cups with a soft foam for the added comfort. Within the ear cups you have your left and right ear markers. They're pretty flexible, but I do feel some tension, so you may not want to be too rough with these. Screen mirroring was also straightforward on Windows 10. Just hold down the Windows button and the letter P. That will bring the menu from the right hand side saying project. You'll want to choose the option at the bottom that says connect to a wireless display. Once you see the S5 populate, just select it to establish the connection. The camera comes in at roughly 5.5 inches wide, 3.5 inches in depth including the built-in mount, and just a little over an inch in height. On the front you'll find the obvious, the lens and the status LED. And then on the top we have the 2 holes for the microphone. Over on the back there's a 6-foot non-removable USB cord. Alright, now let's take a look at the media located on the USB drive and review some more video samples. First up, we have the text reader, which I've populated with a generic text file. Now we have photos. Next we have music. For the USB movie playback, I was really impressed. Regardless of the video file type I tried playing, all of them ran without issue. As a casual gamer, I rarely notice input lag. But if you're a serious gamer and input lag matters, I ran this basic test to determine the input lag on the projector. By pausing the video at random points, you should be able to calculate the input lag between the stopwatch on the laptop on the left and the projector on the screen above. When I did this, I saw at some points that there was about 132 millisecond lag, which is definitely not going to be okay for the serious gamer. The fan on the projector wasn't overly loud, and the 3-watt speaker did a decent job of drowning it out. To conclude the review, I'll be leaving you with some sound samples using a decibel meter to show you how loud the projector gets, not only with the fan on, but with audio on as well. And as always, if you have any questions, drop them down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
We have to follow our passions. You have your robotics and I just want to be awesome in space.
Why don't you just admit that you're freaked out by my robot hand?